Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm the Culinary Director for Eurest. Food and fluids at the right time in the right quantity can improve our performance. It can mean the difference between a gold or a silver medal at the Olympics, improve on a personal best, or get us mentally ready for military operations. In a similar way, your diet choices help your performance at work. Nutrition is an essential part of your health and well-being. It provides energy to fuel concentration, helps improve productivity, and give you that extra bit to meet those tight deadlines. That's why at Eurest, we have a choice of foods for a range of dietary preferences and a specifically designed health and wellbeing program to support your mental and physical performance and resilience. I'm making a Buddha bowl today. Now, a Buddha bowl is the perfect one-plate plant-based dish. It never bores because you're getting lots of different bites of lots of different food. It always contains a starch, a green, and some form of plant-based protein. It's a great way to use up different foods. Basically, anything goes. Anything you have in the fridge could be swapped out. It's a dish that never bores and it's packed full of goodness. In our Buddha bowl, we've got a real mixture of colours and textures, with each ingredient providing its own nutritional benefit. Now, we're going to start building the Buddha bowl. To start with, we're going to put in our brown rice and quinoa, both whole grains, much more nutritious than its white alternative. Now, for this one, I've steamed the quinoa and brown rice and we've just left it in there, but you can serve it cold if you want to. Next in the bowl, we're going to put our sweet potato, squash and asparagus. Now, I've charred these off on the char grill. You could serve them hot or cold, it's entirely up to you. So first up, we'll put our butternut squash in. Now, I've put some spices on here, just a nice lemon curry spice, just to give it a nice bit of flavour. Pop those in there. Now for our sweet potato. Sweet potato and squash are both packed full of vitamins A and C. Also going into the bowl is asparagus. Now, asparagus is bang in season, and we've just char grilled that off lightly just on the pan with a little bit of oil. We're always thinking of food waste in the kitchen, and the humble chickpea is a great example of that. Now, for this dish, we've just roasted the chickpeas off just in a few spices, but there's all that fantastic liquid that's left in the can, full of protein. So what we do is whip that up and treat it just like you would a meringue, and it gives you a fabulous vegan dessert. Now, we're just going to add these to the bowl. Nice crispy chickpeas. Now, you could serve these hot or you could serve them cold. And of course, these chickpeas are packed full of protein. Now, we are going to add some vibrant colour to the dish with one of my favourites, a beetroot hummus. Beetroot in season at the moment, and this is going to add a little bit of moisture to the dish, as well as that lovely purple colour. We're just going to drop that into the middle. And of course, this adds another source of protein. Now for a bit of crunch to the dish. So keeping the vegetables raw protects all the nutrients and minerals in there. So I've taken the carrot, which we've just julienned. We've dressed it with some sesame oil and just a few black sesame seeds to give it a really nice depth of flavour. A Buddha bowl always contains a leafy green. Now for this dish, we're going to use some spinach, which is in season, but you don't have to use spinach. You could use kale or rocket. Now we're adding even more crunch to the dish with some seasonal radishes, sprouts and spring onions. When we're developing recipes like this one, we always try to make sure everything we put on the plate or the bowl meets 3 key criteria. Firstly, it's got to be delicious. We offer a choice of foods, always full of flavour, filling and wholesome. Then we try to think of it in terms of a mindful plate. By that, I mean having a variety of balanced options with mindful portion sizes to make sure we're getting the full benefits of the nutrients. Finally, we're working hard to promote more sustainable eating by incorporating plant-based proteins, whole grains, fruits, vegetables, nuts and seeds into our dishes. In the development kitchen, we refer to this as being plant-forward. These radishes will just give a nice kick to the bowl and also add another dimension of colour. Essentially, it's about being more mindful in what we eat. As we know, we should eat more vegetables, so adding an extra portion to every dish is an easy win. As chefs, we've had to learn to cook more plant-based food and get to grips with ways of using meat alternatives. This doesn't mean we have to cut out meat and fish completely from our diets, but by choosing meat from sustainable sources, alternative cuts, or different varieties of fish, say a collie or a flounder, what's perceived as ugly fish from the sea, rather than always using haddock and cod. By making those choices, we can make a real difference. As we're using more sustainable foods, we're also looking at ways we can reduce food waste in our kitchen. So the leftovers we have from the dish I've created today won't go to waste. The spring onion tops and the radish will go in a really nice food waste kimchi. We've already touched on the water from the chickpeas. That'll be used to whip up some lovely meringues. And we're also looking at other ways how we can reduce food waste in our kitchens to create fabulous products. For example, coffee grinds. We serve thousands of coffees around our business every single day. We take those grinds and use them to make muffins, granola, cookies. There's a whole range of bakery products we can use to make that. That's just one example of some of the great dishes we're creating in the development kitchen. We can also think about seasonality. Now that's something that's really important to me, that myself and the chefs across Eurest, we work within the seasons. We work with some fabulous local growers up and down the country, and we've incorporated lots of that fresh local produce into the Buddha bowl today. Now we're going to put the finishing touches on our Buddha bowl. So a few pomegranate seeds and then some pumpkin seeds, sunflower and sesame. Going back to what I said at the beginning, good nutrition is vital to performance, be it on the sports field or in the workplace. As a chef, my goal is to create dishes that not only improve your health and performance, but look after the environment too. All put together in a way that looks, and most importantly, tastes delicious. Thank you for your time.